It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
I never really gave a shit, but now I'm developing, this is recent, I'm developing this like weird insecurity about my teeth, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Go into that. Like, what about your teeth?
Like, I want them to be whiter. And then, like, now I've never given a shit about, like, the spaces in the upper teeth.
Whoa.
All of a sudden, I care.
What was
like, I don't know. What the fuck?
What was the catalytic moment that caused that?
When I started doing skits.
Ooh.
Because, you know, when you're doing the podcast, you got the mic in front of you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You have the mic in front of you oftentimes, so it's not as prominent, I guess, that you see in, like, the mouth area.
Yeah.
But when I started doing skits, started doing different angles, all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? I don't like my teeth.
Damn.
All of a sudden, after all these years, I had braces when I was a kid, like really young, dude. They pulled almost all my teeth out, man, because my mother's side has a history of like really bad teeth.
Yeah. And
they saw that going that direction for me. And so they pulled a bunch of my baby teeth.
Holy crap.
To hurry up and let the other teeth grow in so I could hurry up and get braces as young as possible so I wouldn't have them later in life.
I've never heard of that.
It was insane. It sucked. I still remember the day. Like, I don't remember how many teeth. It's gotta be like 7 teeth or more, bro.
Well, there's no way to break the news to an adolescent child.
Yes.
Like, yo, Chazzy, I know that you were just playing your video games, but today's gonna be a little different.
Today's the day.
We're pulling out all of your teeth.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Yeah, and it's not about any tooth fairy shit. It's just like it's for your health.
Listen, today's also the day the tooth fairy doesn't exist.
Yeah.
All right, we're not putting 7, 8, 9 teeth under your pillow. You're not getting shit. We're just pulling them all out.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, dude.
I've never heard of that. I mean, because the way that I lost my 2 front teeth simultaneously, which is like, that sounds almost cartoonish
Yes.
to think of like a chubby kid with no 2 front teeth.
Yeah.
And the way that I lost it was at my old house, my brother was on his skateboard and he was trying to figure out how to do an ollie. And me being like a very sweet younger brother, I'm like, yo, bro, you know, it'd be really cool if I get down on the ground and I could tell you how far you actually leave the floor.
Yes.
And he's like, or I'm actually more pissed off at him because he's like 6.5 years older than I am.
Yeah.
He has more of a frontal lobe developed, so he could have.
Yeah.
He should have seen like, this is not a good idea.
This is not what we're doing.
So I got close to like the edge of his board because the closer you could see how I could see in more detail how far he got up.
Yeah.
The edge of the board comes right underneath my 2 front teeth.
Oh shit!
I see both of my chiclet-looking teeth.
Oh my
flying
God.
in the air, and like it was so fast. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a car accident before, but like in a car accident, like the impact is so fast, but everything's slow motion.
Happens,
Same thing occurred when I lost my 2
Were they
front
just
teeth.
gone?
They were just gone after that blood.
Just there, gone.
Yeah, I didn't know. I think I was in a state of shock because I didn't feel the pain. I didn't know what was going
so
on.
quick too.
Yeah.
So you're just like, wait a minute, what?
And I figured it out by the way my brother was looking at me. I was missing 2 front teeth.
He's all like, wait, man, something looks weird.
Yeah. I mean, but like the day was cool. What I remember is that like because of that instance, I was able to get.
Cool.
It was cool.
The day was great though. We had a great time.
Well, like I was able to get. I was like, I don't know how old I was, but I was like into Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the time.
Yeah.
And I was able to get whatever I wanted, and so like my mom was like trying to cheer me up, and I was like,
you took advantage of it.
I want some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, dude.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, Mom, I also want some of this and this. And then you just start taking advantage of it, man, getting everything you want.
Yeah, dude. Real quick, I'm already very excited to have you here. This is like such an insane situation. You really drove 2.5 hours. Is that safe to say?
I think it was, just under. Maybe like 2 hours and 15 because it was holiday traffic that I forgot that it was a holiday. I didn't even account for that.
Baddies, by the time that you're listening to this, this is being recorded during Labor Day weekend. Just fucking nuts.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I am currently in San Diego partying it up like a motherfucking delinquent. And I was like just hitting up people. I was like, yo, Chazzy is here. He's like around. I know Southern California is just one blob to me. I don't know the geography.
Yeah, it's
of
all
it.
over the place.
But you were like, I think it's an hour and a half away.
Because with no traffic, it is.
Yes.
With no traffic. When I first looked at it with no traffic, it was an hour and 23 minutes away. And I was like, that's nothing.
Okay.
That's nothing.
That truly is not that long.
It's not that bad for me. I know there's other people that are like, oh my God, it's 15 minutes away. I'll just stay home. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
That's just me though. You know what I mean? Someone out there's going to be offended. They're like, I don't like the voice that he did.
But if they're getting offended, that means that they connect with that issue.
Exactly.
15
Yeah, I didn't
seconds.
mind.
That's only 900 seconds, man. Or 15 minutes is 900 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't mind. But yeah, traffic. It took me an hour longer.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
No, don't even.
It took me forever to respond to you because I did some partying last night and I didn't wake up till like almost noon and like I was like half a human.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce you.
Yeah.
Baddies, welcome to another episode of ICBTB's Highly Irrelevant. This is the San Diego edition of the fucking show. Yes. I'm here. It's your boy. It's Christian Baltazar. Alejandro's not here because he's not physically in San Diego. But I do have a very special guest.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, baddies of all ages, please make some goddamn noise for Chazzy.
Yes,
the host of the Side Projekt Podcast.
So many cameras.
Dude, what is up? You came rolling through with so much equipment that
I don't even know where to look. There's so much going on.
This is what it feels like to be famous, I think.
Look over here. Look over here. I have a multicam show too, but we got one extra here today. So
yeah,
I got two, but I don't focus so much on my multicam. It's just kind of there.
You do kind of switch. Yeah, you
it goes back and forth every now.
You verbally acknowledge it when it's.
I make jokes about it every now and
I
then.
love it.
Because I always thought like, I don't need to do a multicam show. Like, what's the point? It's just me here. You know what I mean? But then it's also like, now we're getting into like the like behind the scenes stuff. You know, they say it's to keep people interested these days because we all have such short attention spans, you know? So it's like, have things going on. It helps people be intrigued.
Truly, that's what it is. Like a camera switch.
Works the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're just, I think it's safe to say that humans are getting dumber as society progresses.
Yeah. It sucks.
We are making things so convenient for us, too convenient for us.
Right.
We become impatient.
Exactly.
We can't focus on things for longer than
100%.
How long is a TikTok video? Like 60 seconds at most?
Exactly.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
and that's
sucks.
even asking for a lot for people.
Yeah. And I'm a victim of it too, even though I'm saying like it sucks. Like I am a victim of it though sometimes too. Like I realize there's times where I notice like my attention span is shorter than it used to be on certain things. Maybe not everything, but on certain things. But I think being creatives, we tend to have we're more patient with certain things.
Yes.
We're looking at things from a different viewpoint than like the average or the general. You know, when we're watching something or we're watching another podcast, even like we're maybe a little bit more interested in it. I'm also looking at like not only the content, but I'm looking at like the setup, the graphics.
Oh my god,
how they do their clips on Instagram.
I'm such a nerd, dude. I'm such a nerd. Shopping for gear.
Yes.
I'm sorry, listeners that aren't creatives out there. Shopping for gear is like my new Pornhub.
Yes,
it's
dude. I was literally doing that 2 nights ago.
Because you do it late at night, and you keep thinking to myself, like,
I thought I was the only one.
Should I do this?
Yes,
and
dude.
then after you buy the damn thing, you're like, I don't feel that good afterwards.
Yes, I shouldn't have spent that money.
I know, right?
Yes, dude.
I've spent so much money.
So much money, dude.
And like time, blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes,
and
dude.
Look at me. I look and feel great. I look and feel great. It's great to have you on.
Yes,
I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. My cousins and my fiance just walking in during the recording, but hello to them.
They look so bothered. I'm just kidding.
It's like, what are they doing?
What did I just walk into?
But nonetheless, what I truly do appreciate, I want to shout out your show more. Baddies, check out the Side Projekt Podcast on all listening platforms, especially on Spotify. You can watch the video on there. You talk about all things video games, Marvel, DC, superhero movies, and cosplay. That is so cool. You do cosplay of the week, which is a dope segment of your show. Every episode, it is a high quality show, so check it out.
Thank you, man.
You talk about a lot of the things that I grew up with. I think one of the most recent episodes that I've listened to was you were talking a lot about X-Men and like a hypothetical X-Men video game.
Yes, I love that episode just because I'm a nerd. Like not because I did the episode, but like just because I'm a nerd and I like to talk about it. You know what I mean? Not in like a cocky like watch my shit kind of way.
No,
you know
should be confident about it.
But I mean, watch my shit though. But like, you know what I mean? But not like in a cocky way. But definitely watch it.
But there is something. That type of conversation, even though it's like you're talking to your audience, so I feel like you're truly talking to me. Those are the types of conversations that I would have as like a middle schooler. It's just like, can you imagine if X-Men like had this type of video game and you could choose your own type of mutant with power. And so I feel like you were someone that I would have been friends with when I was a younger.
Oh, that's cool.
Younger dork,
That's cool,
you know?
because I got bullied. So
Me too.
I fucking did. Yeah, just took a total like, oh, what the fuck in the vibe right there. But I did. Yeah, no, seriously.
Hey, but look at it, like these traits that are considered to be dorky and goofy back in the day. That's what's thriving now.
Exactly.
Look
Shout out to all the nerds.
To all the nerds, man.
We
like
are,
video
we are
games
now the it crew.
Yeah.
We are, dude. Yeah.
The video game industry is making so much money.
Exactly. One of the most profitable industries in the world.
Yeah, and then the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let's not even get started on that.
Yep.
So much money. Even Warner Brothers with DC
Yep.
making a crap ton of money.
Yep. Fail or win, they're still up there making money. Yeah.
Everything we were interested in as adolescents is booming right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of want to like talk all this nerd stuff with you, man. I
do
feel
it.
like X-Men doesn't get enough love.
No, it doesn't, dude.
Why do you think that is?
I think especially doesn't get enough love in gaming, because if you look at if there's any 90s people out there, I don't know the right word, if there's any 90s people out there, people that grew up in the 90s,
millennials, I think,
yeah, I guess so. And I get confused with all that shit, by the way. Sidebar.
tough.
Gen Z, millennials, boomers, I don't know what's going on anymore.
So many
man. I can't keep
categories.
up. I can't keep up, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what I am. What even am I? I don't know, dude.
Can
I'm
I
just
ask
saying
how old
90s
you are?
baby. I am going to be dude.
Man, that's
In November.
you are in.
I have
you
never
your
said
prime.
my age, so thanks for that.
Bleep it out. Bleep it
No,
out
I'm
in
just
post.
kidding. I said it once in another podcast. He did the same thing.
Okay.
No, I'm not tripping about it. It's just a joke. But yeah, no, I grew up in the 90s. I was born in '88, so I grew up in the '90s. That was the core. You know what I mean? Of my. How old are you?
I'm gonna be 30 next year. I should just say
Okay,
I'm 29.
okay.
That's such a weird way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I only said it 34 because it's literally like what 2 months away. You know what I mean? My birthday's 2 months away. I'll be 34
nice.
in November. So that's
Nice.
Why, that's why I said that.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. But yeah. So if you grew up in the '90s, '90s babies will remember that X-Men was giant.
Yeah.
In the '90s for gaming.
Yes.
Like it wasn't Avengers, it wasn't Black Panther. There was Spider-Man in the '90s, of course. A lot of like Venom and Carnage and the core Venom, Carnage, and Spider-Man and all of that in the '90s. But X-Men was just dominating, in my opinion, right next to Spider-Man in gaming.
But then, like nowadays, it kind of fell off. I mean, like because
did.
it's like up and down, right?
It's time for the X-Men to come back and make a comeback in gaming. You know what I mean? For Insomniac's doing with Spider-Man. Have you played that?
I played
Spider-Man
a
game?
little bit of it, and I
playing
loved it.
right now because I don't have a PlayStation and it's out on PC now.
Nice.
So I'm finally getting into it. And it's fucking phenomenal, dude.
Oh, I mean,
it's like a movie though too. It's not even just like a game. It's amazing. The story
voice
is
acting.
amazing. All of it. So with Insomniac doing Spider-Man games and making them absolutely awesome, and they are bringing a Wolverine game in. You saw that?
Yeah, that
So they
trailer's
are doing
nuts.
the Wolverine game, and I've always wondered too. Another little sidebar that if Insomniac, since they're doing both of these games, the developers of the Spider-Man 2, and Wolverine, it's the same developers, and the Miles Morales spin-off that they did as well. I always wonder, are they going to be connected? Are they going to connect them? Is Insomniac going to create their own little Marvel game universe?
well, seeing the trajectory of the entertainment industry as a whole, video games and movies. The most poppin' thing to do nowadays is just let's combine this
Shared
damn universe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I wonder, and maybe that's how we'll get a further introduction to X-Men back into gaming again.
I'm waiting for it.
You know what I mean? But aside from that, I really do think it's time for X-Men to be more prominent in gaming.
Yeah.
I know Wolverine's coming, but I want to play as Wolverine. I want to shred some shit. I want to throw cards. I want to move shit with my mind. I want to do all kinds of crazy shit with the X-Men in gaming, especially where gaming is at these days. The graphics, the capabilities, the things that they can do. It's time.
My favorite video game of all time is The Last of Us.
Oh, I've never played it, man. I know about it though, but I've never played it.
For a fan of movies, right, that you are,
Yes,
and for a fan of video games,
Yes,
the
huge.
perfect amalgamation of both.
Is The Last of Us.
The voice acting is impeccable.
Right.
The story is
I've seen,
impeccable. The graphics are so good.
Right. I actually demoed it at E3. I went to 2 E3s before.
You're
and
so cool.
I demoed The Last of Us, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't had a PlayStation since PS2.
Why?
I became an Xbox fanboy for a while there. I rode that train, but then I'm not like that anymore.
This is gonna get political. Whoa, you're making it divisive.
I'm not like that anymore. I don't play like the console. I don't play into the console war thing anymore. You know what I mean? But I want a PS5. I just haven't been able to get my hands on one.
It's tough, man.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Is it getting better though?
Not for me.
Getting a
It's been so difficult for me still.
It's crazy.
I can't find one.
A PlayStation 5 is trying to like buy a home with
I know
at a good price.
I know, dude. It's
just
so
as
ridiculous.
difficult.
But I want one. One of the biggest reasons I wanted one was for Spider-Man, but now that's on PC. So
Yeah.
and then I wanted it for God of War as well. Dude,
Come
I've missed
on.
out on the God of War series.
Come on.
And I'm a giant mythology fan, dude.
Then-
giant.
Greek, you're gonna be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
The way I got my PlayStation 5, I didn't want one.
What, dude?
I just had a homie say, "Hey, I got a homie who has a homie
Oh my god.
who has like 5 PS5s and he'll sell it to you for retail."
My god, dude.
And I was like,
I guess.
I mean,
so,
like,
right?
I wasn't really looking to buy one,
Yeah.
but sure, like
Since
here's
it's there.
$500.
God
I'll get it for the
damn.
right
Yes,
price.
dude. I want one so bad. I want to play God of War. I want to dive into The Last of Us. People tell me that I'd probably be interested in like Uncharted as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I missed out on a lot of stuff, man. Even like the PS3 days with like Little Big Planet. For some reason, that just always intrigued me.
Yeah.
Never played it. Never got to play it.
Wow.
Never got
So
to
what? These are everything that. It seems like you have a large bucket list then.
A large, especially for PlayStation. Like it's huge. It's huge. You know.
nice. You're missing out on a lot, dude.
I know. It
But I mean,
sucks.
like with Microsoft, you're gonna have your exclusive stuff too.
Right.
Do you remember you were probably like a Halo kid, huh?
I was.
You were that.
Yeah. Until
Halo-
Gears of War came out.
Oh,
Then I was a
Gears of-
Gears kid, dude.
My only qualm with Gears of War is that the characters that you play as are unrealistically thick.
Yeah, as a thick boy. Yeah, he's
Very
fucking huge,
thick.
dude.
And they're
this
moving-
world is just different than ours.
You
You know,
feel heavy.
Yes.
You feel the first time I
Yes.
picked up an Xbox 360 controller, I played Gears of War.
Yes.
Everything felt so because the controller's
Right.
way thicker than a PS2
right,
controller.
right.
These
Just
characters,
everything's thick, dude. Everything, the game, the controllers,
Big
everything.
boys.
Yeah, and you're right. The way you move, it's just. I just feel like that when I'm playing it, dude.
it is so
There's something I like about it, though. I'm not gonna lie.
about the
Gears, like the way that
heftiness.
they move, and like when you're running, I can picture it in my mind. If you can picture like when you're running in Gears,
Yeah.
and it's like I feel like it's like this, and you're like, trying to turn, but it takes a little bit to turn because
Yeah.
they're so big and wide.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, dude.
Seeing these people in real life.
I
and
know.
Is this how they actually physically
They
navigate
wouldn't
the
fit
world?
through a door, dude.
No, man. They'd break the foundation in my
Yes.
home.
Yes, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, I definitely was a Halo. I was a massive Halo gamer until Gears came. My brother brought me Gears, actually. He brought it home. And I remember being like, no, I'm a Halo gamer. You know what I mean? Like, nothing but Halo, not knowing what Gears was about at all. And then popped it in and we played it. And I was like,
You're
you know, I was like, I love this.
It was so
dude.
good. I mean, it's insane because I played that, I think, right when I started high school. Okay, and that's enough. I've seen enough
Yeah.
blood and guts.
Yeah.
But the option, the fact
Right.
that they've created a chainsaw
Right.
attached
The
to a
chainsaw
rifle.
gun- yes,
And you're
dude.
just like, you're sawing these people in half. Is
Yeah.
so excessive.
Yes.
But I would not have it any
Yes.
other way.
I know. I love it, dude.
What
I love
is it about do you find it odd that as therapeutic as gaming is, I did I was lurking on your page, boy.
Yeah.
You shot this beautiful I don't want to call it a sketch or it was just a beautiful video of you talking about like what have video games not done for me?
Not done for me. Yeah.
Because it's
yeah.
extremely therapeutic, I think, and
It is.
I always like to use my brother, for example. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's a very smart individual. He's a valedictorian, and
Nice.
like I've spoken to him about it, and like he's very successful at his job right now. He's a
Nice.
civil engineer, and I ask him like, "How do you do it?" And he says, the way I look at my job is the way I looked at video games.
Nice.
All of my projects are quests.
Yeah.
And like every promotion that I get
Nice.
is
Yes.
leveling up.
Yes.
And to have that kind of analogy and to apply that
Mm-hmm.
kind of experience to the real world,
Yeah.
that's a perfect example of how it can be
100%.
productive.
Yeah. That's what it was for me too. Because the thing with me, when I was growing up, like, I mean, I had friends, you know, they kind of came and went with me. Cause like I said, I did get bullied here and there and whatnot, but I did have some friends. So we would play games and like, that's what I would do with my friends, you know? And that's what I would do, like my family members and my cousins and everything. And the way that my family always looked at it as well was, I'd rather know where my kids are and have them be safe at home playing video games than out in the world doing God knows what.
Yeah.
You know, or getting in trouble or getting into drugs or anything. That's not to say that I grew up in the 90s, so that's not to say I wasn't out there. I was out there riding my bike, you know, skateboarding, trying all kinds of different things as a kid, tried rollerblading. That didn't work out. You know what I mean? Like I tried all kinds of different things throughout my life. I was out there. I was playing. We played. We came until the street lights came on and had to go home. You know what I mean? We did all that. I even had a pager at one time, dude. I had
insane.
A beeper, bro.
What?
Yes.
I haven't seen that since, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was a fetus, or that's insane, dude.
Yes, dude. I had a beeper. So because I think my dad got it for me, but I lived at my grandparents at the time, and they would beat me when it was like time to come home. They'd be like, "You got to come home."
You probably used the fax machine too.
Yeah, exactly. They faxed me wherever I was. Yeah, I had a beeper, dude. It was a blue, like clear one, like the old Game Boys, like the see-through. I forgot what they're called right now, but like the see-through ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I had one of those.
Where you can see like all of the
stuff inside.
The wiring
yeah, exactly. And everything inside.
Got
I had one of those, dude. But yeah, so anyway, what the fuck was I talking about?
We were talking about how
gaming
video games
in general, right?
Yes.
Like gaming and stuff. Yeah, so like my family always had me at home, and they were stoked to have me, you know, doing that and being at home and playing games. So my family never looked at video games like they were a bad thing.
Good.
You know what I mean? They always looked at it like it was a good thing. And then I always, as I got older too, I always looked at that in that light too. Like it's problem solving though too.
Yeah,
it's like it's working your mind.
Exactly.
So like I never quite understood the people that are against it. And this is not just because I do a gaming podcast, you know, gaming, film, and cosplay podcast. This is always how I've looked at it, you know, once I got old enough to make these thoughts and assessments. But like, it's problem solving. It's working your mind. And now scientists say that to this day. Now they say it like it's good for kids to play games growing up. You know what I mean? It'll work their mind. They'll be better at problem solving in life. They can take certain things. Like I wonder if your brother, if he was a big gamer, well, I guess in a sense he kind of does think about it that way.
Everything.
But I wonder if there's anything that legitimately, whether he's aware of it or not, came from gaming that he applies to his job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just things that he got as a kid and subconsciously never realized that it helped him become who he is. I wonder.
Even outside of just his job, because like he just walked in earlier, and you're gonna meet him after we end this podcast.
Yeah.
He is a very built man.
Nice.
The way I put is genetically superior than me. I'm the artsy brother. Yeah. I'm the fun brother.
Yes,
I'm that one. No,
That's
he
hilarious.
says, so he goes to the gym a lot is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
And even with that, he's just applying like leveling up and like quests and just like working up, like adding to your stats.
Yes,
is what he's doing at the
exactly.
fucking gym.
Stamina went up today.
Yeah.
My endurance went up today. Yes.
Crazy, man.
Exactly.
Insane. And that's something that I look up to and I wish I could apply, but sometimes I'm just a lazy piece of shit.
We all are though.
I'm a lazy piece of shit with asthma, and like it's just like I can't.
Yeah.
I have that excuse. My respiratory
can't even breathe,
issues.
guys.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
But on the other end of the spectrum, there are other video games that teach you like teamwork and collaboration.
Right.
I was just a video game that pops up amongst casual gamers and intense gamers alike is a lot of Nintendo Switch games.
Right.
Let's take, for instance, Overcooked.
Yeah.
Teaches you, I would argue, communication skills.
Yes, exactly, dude.
You played the game before?
I haven't played it, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I've
seen it, but I haven't played it.
It's intense. Like it will probably build team working issues, but it could destroy friendships just as easily.
Exactly, one of those. Yes.
What video games did you grow up with?
Oh man, pretty much everything. Sega and Nintendo. Obviously the biggest, which is a lot of kids in the 90s, but Mario and Sonic were top notch with me. Kirby. I mean, even dating back to Pac-Man, Tetris. Those were like the core for me in the 90s, and then of course getting into like the X-Men games, the Spider-Man games. I wasn't too big on like first-person shooters when I was younger.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know.
Is it because you can't see your person?
I don't. Yeah, that is a part of it.
Yeah.
That definitely is a part of it when I was growing up. Nowadays, I'm a little. It's not maybe because it's more common now.
Okay.
You know, it's just kind of what it is. But in the that was it's a good point. Fuck, that was definitely
because I know that's what it was for me. Like I wasn't appealed by first person shooters unless it was like GoldenEye.
Right, GoldenEye was the exception.
Solid,
phenomenal game.
But like I've always been that type where like whatever or whoever I'm playing as, I want to see how cool I look.
Yes, especially if you have customizations.
Yeah.
Like, what am I making all these customizations for if I can never see them?
You know
what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
but
one thing I kind of always hated about Halo.
Oh, because you can't see yours? It doesn't
even
matter.
though I was a giant Halo gamer, I was always just disappointed that I couldn't see my character.
Yeah, only the people killing you can see your character.
Yeah, and then like in the kill cam, oh, there I am dying. How cool do I look?
Like, they're really going to see your customizations
Yes.
when they're like air humping you?
Yes, dude.
When they're teabagging you.
And that's when you get to see it. Oh, cool. Got balls in my mouth. That's great. Look, at least my helmet looks awesome. You know what I mean? Like
I look fucking cool dead on the ground, bro.
Yes.
I look fucking
this
cool.
guy's humping me, but at least I look fucking awesome while he's doing it.
Yep. At least I took the time to change that so that he could see.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Cool armor, bro.
Yes, dude. My armor's looking awesome. It looks very different than everybody else is getting teabagged right now, so I'm stoked about that.
So fuck you guys. I've always had this internal conflict of I played a lot of MMORPGs.
Me too, dude.
I played this MMORPG.
I don't meet too many people that do.
Dude, MMORPGs,
we're a different breed because those games take a lot more, dude.
I played a lot of Maple Story, if you're familiar with Maple Story.
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
It's okay. No, it's really fun. It's just a super kawaii Korean MMORPG where you could do a lot of microtransactions to customize your character.
Okay.
So my character looked dope as shit.
I bet.
But after being on the keyboard for 8 hours and looking in the mirror, I had this internal conflict of like, I should work on what this real person is.
Yes.
Because who gives a fuck about this avatar on the screen?
Yeah, dude. I was giant World of Warcraft, dude. Sucked my life. Have you ever played World of Warcraft?
One of my best friends was trying to get me on it for the past like 15 years.
Be careful. Even to this day, that game will suck your life away, dude.
I'm sure, man.
I don't understand what it is about it, man. You know what I mean? Now that I literally have been playing it since 2006. And I still play it to this day, but
crap.
as of about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I've toned down how much I've played it, like pretty crazy. It kind of disappoints me sometimes.
If you were to quantify it on average, how much did you play and how much do you play?
Oh my God, dude. Okay, well here's a good example. There was 1 year-ish of my life, maybe a little longer, where I was like, I'm just gonna take a break from life, and I'm just gonna like hang out. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna take a year off. I'm not gonna do anything. Okay. You know what I mean? At that time, I lived at my grandmother's house. Didn't have to pay any bills or anything like that. And I remember I was like, I'm going to work on myself, work on a few things, of course. Yeah. None of those things happened, dude. I played World of Warcraft pretty much every day. Wow. And this was a portion in my life where I was kind of in a transitional period personally, and I didn't have very many friends, like actual physical local friends. I had a few. And the few that I had also played World of Warcraft. So like,
are you guys trying to hang out?
So like, we didn't really hang out in person. Like there was times where we would be playing the game, and then we'd be like, "Oh man, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry too." And I just so happened to have one friend at the time who lived literally 1 block away, just like by coincidence.
Okay.
And so him and I would hang out and be like, "Yeah, let's go get some food." And so we would go, we get some food, and then we'd go back home and play World of Warcraft, like separately. So it was just like to hang out to get food for a little bit, and then it was back on World of Warcraft.
Hey, like, be right back. 15 minutes, cool?
We would do that too, yeah.
And then it'll just be
Why
like...
do we put timers on ourselves too?
No clue.
I don't do that to this day. Like when I'm going to eat, I just fucking eat. You
should, yeah.
I just relax. It's like my me time. You know what I mean? It's like a moment. I like to eat. I like to relax. Sometimes I put something on or watch a show, kind of zone out while I eat.
Yeah.
Back then, you're right. It was like, I'll be back in like 12 minutes exactly. You know what I mean?
Well, because it was so important.
You know what I mean?
But like nowadays, side tangent,
yeah.
Isn't it the ritual of eating so fascinating? Because like I can't eat unless I'm watching something.
I've developed that too.
And I can't watch something unless I'm eating something.
I know, dude. I know.
And by the time like everything's prepared, you finish your food in like 5 minutes and you put on, I don't know, like Cloud Atlas.
Yes.
And that's like a 2.5 hour film. And like, what am I going to do for the rest?
That's such a random pick, dude.
I just try to think of an epic film. I was like, oh, that's a really long movie.
That is, yes.
But like, yeah, I'll prepare like a meal that would take me 5 seconds or 5 minutes to eat.
And the type of person I am, I'll finish a meal and I know that I'm full and I'm done, but I'll be thinking about what I could eat next. Yeah, and I'm also like, I don't know if you want to talk about it on your podcast, so stop me if you don't. But I'm also like, I'm a smoker. I smoke cannabis. You know what I mean? I smoke weed. So like,
the marijuana.
Yeah, dude. So like, I'm constant. Like, I'm pretty much high every night. But I play games and zone out and just watch movies and stuff. And And then, so like that contributes to it, of course, you know what I mean? But I find myself doing that. Like I'll eat, just like you said, I'm eating and I'm watching, I'm like happy and I'm stoked. And then like I get a little sad after my meal's over because it's like an event.
Yeah.
It's like an adventure to watch and eat or play a game and eat. And I'll be thinking like, oh, okay, well, I should probably wait like an hour at least before I eat something else.
like,
but I'll be thinking, but that ice cream sounding pretty
Does
good, you
sound
know?
good.
Once 9 o'clock rolls around, have me a little 9 o'clock snack with some ice cream.
And that
I'm
shit
like,
disappears fast too?
yeah, and then it's gone, and I'm like, all right, some of those gummies are looking good. You know, like it never
Dude.
ends, dude.
Baddies, what is up?
What is down?
What is left and right? It doesn't matter. We have merch still. And you could get it where, Alejandro?
ICBTB.com.
That's right. Check out our website for all of your merch needs and everything else that you want.
No promo code needed. You get to pay 100%.
Yeah. Unless you probably know us personally, then we can negotiate something.
You just text us on our personal lines.
Yeah. At that point, then we'll figure something out. If you're local, we'll drive it to you. If you're not, then you're going to pay for shipping.
Have you heard of FedEx, bitch?
That's right. We love you. Enjoy the episode. Bye.
Mahushka heart attack.
Then cereal, dude.
Cereal
Love
is
cereal.
underrated.
Underrated, dude.
I think that's
I could almost have that possibly any time of the day, but for some reason it hits even better at night. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, man.
Yes.
It's better at night, dude. Sometimes I'll have 2 bowls at night.
This is what
And
it is.
that's where I eat a lot. Nighttime.
Do you ever just have cereal the way it is? Like you're like, fuck the milk. Well, like you have
Sometimes
to have
I'll
just
like
munch on it?
Like you're just like,
yeah. Pardon, one more time.
and you just eat it real quick.
That?
Yeah, dude. That's how I eat my cereal. I don't know about
Perfect.
everybody else.
Then-
I thought that was normal.
Oh, you just lick all the sugar
I
off.
just lick it off,
and you throw it
and then
away?
I give the rest to my dog.
There you go. A man
Yeah.
for the a man of the
It's good.
people.
Yeah, she's 13 years old, man. So you know she deserves it.
Nice.
She deserves it.
I have a 17-year-old Chihuahua, but
No way.
he's just an
Wow.
old man.
Wow.
But to get back to it,
Yeah.
I had a friend offer me these words of wisdom that have
Mm-hmm.
resonated within me ever since I was a young wee lad that used to smoke weed all the time.
Yes.
Smoke weed all the time and
Yes.
snack. He
Yes.
said snacking becomes dangerous once it becomes rhythmic.
Yes.
There's like a rhythm to it. You're not even enjoying it anymore.
Dude, that's me.
You
Chips.
have
I
to-
gotta add chips in there. I'm sorry, because you made the movement.
Oh,
like
this?
you were digging in a bag or something.
I'm an ex-fat boy, dude.
Bro,
I got these
chips.
movements on lock.
Dude, I'll eat chips all day long. Man.
It gets dangerous, and I think
does.
snacking was like I'm down for like a wholesome meal, but I think the beauty of snacking, like we were saying, is that you could elongate it for. You could watch
Right.
Cloud Atlas
Yes.
with one bag
Yes.
of chips.
Exactly.
Rhythmically,
Exactly.
you might finish the bag of chips.
I
but-
definitely would. I finished one. It was like a medium size. You know how like there's the little ones, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like the regular size.
Yeah.
And then I'm not even gonna talk about the big sizes.
the party sizes.
The party sizes. But it was like in the middle size. Have you heard of the company Beanfields?
No.
Beanfields. They have like this pico de gallo chip. And like I said, their bags are somewhere in between. They're not like the regular size, like a Ruffles or a Doritos, like
Okay.
the bigger bags, like the regular bigger bags or whatever. They're like somewhere in between. It's like a medium. And I was rewatching Key and Peele. You ever watch Key
Solid,
and Peele?
of course.
God, Key and
Best
Peele, dude.
sketches ever.
Fucking Key and Peele.
They
man,
have
you
the
know?
formula down.
Love it, dude. I miss them together. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I want that back, man. Do something, please.
It's so
Key
selfish
and
of
Peele,
them
because
that
they
they-
definitely tune into this. Obviously,
Yes.
do something, and then hire us too.
Please.
Yes,
Please and
So
thank you.
I was rewatching Key and Peele and playing Spider-Man all at the same time. I was sitting
Whoa.
at my computer desk playing Spider-Man. Had Key and Peele going on
It's
this
a lot
other
of stimulation.
because it's a lot. I have a gaming PC here, 2 screens, right? Then I have my Mac. I have an iMac here, 1 screen, and I sit at my computer desk and I play on my PC. But then I also have something else going, depending on what game I'm playing. You know what I mean? If I'm playing with like people and I'm like mic'd up, then I'm not watching anything. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I'm like in the game doing what, if I'm playing Call of Duty or something, you know what I mean?
Makes sense.
But watching Key and Peele, playing Spider-Man, bag of chips, Beanfield, Pico de Gallo, not a sponsor, and but could be. Hey,
Please.
you never know. Before I knew it, I ate the whole bag, dude.
Wow.
I ate the whole bag. I
How'd
felt
you feel
so bad
afterwards?
about myself. I felt
Really?
bad. Yeah, I was
But-
disappointed. It was delicious though.
I
Not gonna
envy
lie.
your metabolism because I look at you and I'm like,
Well, we were talking about it. I'm hitting the gym 6 days a week.
you are hitting the gym. But okay, let's say,
And I'm eating more purposely though.
what was pre-gym Chazzy like?
118 skinny as shit.
Shit.
The only thing I had was abs because I was skinny.
I was 118 when I was like in the 4th grade, dude.
Yeah, dude. But I got to tell you, this is going to get sad. but
Bring it.
the reason I was okay, so I have always been small. I've always been skinny. That's a fact. But there was a moment when I had a girlfriend. I was with this girl, and you get comfortable when you're in relationships, right?
Oh, it's that comfy love.
You get comfortable, right? And we were eating. This was at a time in my life where I was doing really good too. There was a time where I co-owned dispensaries with my dad. Nice. We don't have them anymore. So needless to say, and this was a time before dispensaries were, dare I say, 100% legal. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So like,
a little taboo.
You know, so we were doing things a different way back then.
During Prohibition.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was before, yeah. And so, no taxes.
Interesting.
No income tax.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely someone's coming after me after this.
Crazy.
100%.
This is that
100%,
podcast.
dude. But you can't, go ahead, you could try. But there's nothing, it's gone. It's been gone. It's been years.
We're just going to say it's for entertainment.
Doesn't exist.
What are you going to take?
Yes, these are for entertainment purposes only. You're going to flash that across the screen.
It's like how rappers talk about like, kill the motherfucker when I was 7 years old.
Exactly. And I killed him. I did it, but it was just for the rap. Though.
It was for the rap. I swear.
It wasn't really me. Yeah. But so we had those. We had three. Me and my dad had three. My dad had five altogether. My dad is going to hate this.
Oh
he tunes into stuff that I do.
Okay.
My dad is full-fledged supporter, dude. Full-fledged supporter. Definitely watches my show.
Nice.
I'm not 100% how much he tunes into when I go on guest stuff, but I know he, checks out clips and stuff at least. But he's going to hate this.
Oh, we're going to clip this part for sure.
Yeah. And so he had five altogether.
Yeah.
And I was involved in three. And so this was at a time when I was doing really good financially in my life.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Comfortable financially, comfortable in my relationship. And it was the only time that I gained weight, but it was fat. It was chubby. And when I say fat, a lot of people were like, oh, you were chubby, you were bigger, but you weren't like, you know what I mean? You weren't fat.
Jesus Christ.
You know
The selection of onomatopoeias that you use is insane. Because I've never, like I said, as an ex-fat boy, if anyone said, hey, bro, you're looking, I'll be like, back the fuck up. What did you say to me? What did you call me?
Oh my God, I don't know if I've laughed that hard in a long time.
But you were skinny fat is what you were saying.
Yeah, but I was definitely chubby, man.
Like you were spilling.
I weighed about 145. Never in the gym, no muscle at all. God, I'm like crying from that laughter. There's no muscle at all. I never did anything, never ran. So it was definitely chubby, especially for my stature. I'm a smaller guy. And we were just comfortable, man. We were eating good. Literally like eating at nice places, eating good. But we were also eating a lot of fast food at that time in my life, And so I got big. And bringing it back to the original thing about the 118 and everything was, this is what I said is going to get sad, is she cheated on me. She cheated on me, dude. And I found out. And shout out to her. And shout out to her friends, actually, who were the ones that told me she was cheating.
As they should, man.
Yes. Thank you, man. Like, they were like, yo, we just feel so bad. Like, we can't.
Wow.
But what's fucked is they knew for a decent amount of time before they told me. But I'm glad they still told me.
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
think maybe they were just trying to figure out how.
The breaking point was when they went with her to a party.
Yeah.
And saw her interacting with the other guy. And they told me oh, man, we just couldn't stop thinking about you. Wow. Like, girls' night, but she's over here with this guy, you know what I mean, instead, and you're at home thinking she's just hanging out with the girls.
Yeah.
And they were like, we couldn't do it anymore. It was two of them. And they're like, we just couldn't do it anymore. And they were like, here's everything you need to know. Wow. And they spilled it all. They even gave me the dude's address.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
And I went over there.
Are we going there?
We're going there
tonight?
right now, dude.
Holy shit. I'm ready to.
It's been years, but you and I, we're going back
I'll
now.
go up to
We're
him.
revisiting.
I'll be
it.
like, yo,
hey,
man.
You remember?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, no, I wasn't mad.
I'm going to say those words to him.
I wasn't mad at him, though.
Okay.
I took that different route. Because a lot of people get mad at the guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at him, dude. I mean, I was. But
was he aware that you
he wasn't even aware that I existed.
Oh, then no,
Yep.
that's fine. We're not going to go to
he
his
wasn't
house
even
then.
aware. But what I did is I was so mad, and I found everything out, and I packed up all her shit, and I went and I dumped it on his lawn.
Okay.
He lived in like this. Well, it wasn't like really. It was like an apartment, so it was just kind of like the lawn in front of the apartment.
Okay.
But it was like fenced in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was part of the property. It wasn't like just the sidewalk.
So
you know
wait,
what I
all
mean?
the other tenants were like,
Yeah, they're like, what shit is this? You know what I mean?
free stuff?
And I knocked on the door and asked his roommate. I won't say his name. You know what I mean? But is what's such and such here. And
Shout
the
out.
look on their face when I showed up. So the girl roommates knew.
yeah.
Because I could tell the moment they opened the door, they were like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, this is that guy. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is her, you know? And I asked for him, and he came down and had no clue what was going on.
Whoa.
No clue what was going on, dude. No fucking clue. And my girlfriend ex, the cheater, was in the house at the time as
cheater.
well. She
Yeah.
was there. So anyway,
Whoa.
yeah, she was there, bro. And she wouldn't come out, but she was looking up from the top window. She was looking up from the top window.
So she knew you were coming.
Yeah. So it was a little hostile at first,
Yeah, makes sense.
but then there was a moment where I had that like reality check where I was like, it's not his fault, it's her fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just told him like, beware, dude, 'cause she's probably gonna do it to you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of things started clicking about like things that I have heard about her before I was officially like boyfriend and girlfriend with her.
Yeah.
That other people have told me, like stories about her. You know, but I was like, that's her, everybody's got a past. You know what I mean? But then it all clicked, like this is kind of like what she does. She's just one of those girls. She's a cheater. You know what I mean? And so so yeah, that ended, but it spiraled me downward, man. You know what I mean? And that I was about 145, 150 when I was with her. We're eating good, living good. And then found out she cheated, and that's when I dropped the weight. But I dropped it unhealthily. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I dropped all the way down to 118.
just weren't eating?
Wasn't eating. I was depressed as shit. Just like, it took me like a good year and a half, almost 2 years to fully get over that situation.
That's
like
rough.
it just hit me hard, dude. Like, and I know I'm wiping my eye. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I legitimately
Do it
just
for the views.
awkwardly.
Do it for the views.
It hit me so hard. You know, no, I just awkwardly have coincidentally a itch in my eye at the at the wrong time. But anyway, yeah. So that's how I dropped that weight, and it was unhealthily, dude.
Wow.
And it was just bad, man. Like I have pictures and stuff. I have them on my phone actually. I think I have them on my phone still. I think I have a picture of when I was bigger. And then a picture of when I dropped the weight unhealthily. And then when I kind of started working out a little bit more, and you could see like think Christian Bale in The Machinist, right?
Oh, yeah.
Super skinny. I mean,
Very
not that
skinny.
exaggerated. You know what I mean? Me. But you could definitely like see it in my face. Like
You're
my
gaunt.
cheekbones. Like you could really see
Insane.
it, dude. It was bad, man.
But now you're working out. Let's say
Now
you
I'm
are
working
like
out,
you
yeah.
are.
And this was years ago. This wasn't like this was recent. This was 12 years ago? 12
It's a long time ago.
Years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it affected me and it made me drop all that weight unhealthily. And that was the point of this entirely long story.
No. This is I'm so fascinated by
Yeah.
people's health journeys and like how they got to that point.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's life, man.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it does take some traumatizing
Yeah.
moments to be able to like become aware that I'm not healthy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes being unhealthy to become healthy.
Exactly. And that made me look at myself differently, life differently, as, you know, any scenario like that would.
Yeah.
But it made me look at my health differently as far as my appearance. And ever since I, got out of that funk and I was like, okay, I'm going to start working out a little bit more. Back then it was just mainly a little bit of weightlifting, but not much at all. But I was like, I got super into cardio at that time. And I was just like, not that I needed to run anymore, being 118 pounds, you know what I mean? But as I started eating better and looking better and getting more nutrients and not looking sick from depression, I started running a lot more, lifting a little bit of weight, so I had a little bit of definition or something, and I was hitting abs like I was just a psycho, dude. Wow. Took advantage of the fact that I was like unhealthily skinny and the abs were already coming out. So I took advantage of it, and I was just like, every day, and it was just like, pow, 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 pow.
Wow. Pow, pow,
Yeah.
pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, dude.
That's
It was just,
so many abs,
I
man?
know, yeah, dude.
Wow.
It was
I want
crazy,
that
man.
sound.
It was
I
an
don't want the
18
other
pack,
sound you
man.
made.
It was an 18 pack, just to
Great.
let everybody know.
Just
I
a
don't want to brag,
washboard
but,
under there.
Yeah, but that was then. And then as of about maybe a year and some change ago is when I started actually like, dude, I don't want to be that skinny anymore. You know what I mean? Because I kept that skinny-ish. I was looking at like maybe in between the 120 to 125 is where but healthy though now.
That's good.
But that's where I was for like years after that scenario. And then about a year or two ago is when I was like, I want to get bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just want to get, I don't want to be like The Rock.
Yeah.
But I just want to get
physically
toned.
impossible for any of
dude,
us to reach that.
I just want to get more tone. I just want to get bigger. I just want to feel good about myself. It wasn't for any other reasons, but like me. You know what I mean?
That's
just
the
me.
important. That is so important to just like do it for
Yeah.
yourself. And it sounds like
Yeah.
when people say that, that could be an easily overused reason.
Right.
But it's tried and true.
Yeah.
Like you succeed at things when you start doing it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So to connect with you on the
Exactly.
sense where you just talked about some like your past relationship
Yeah.
and how that became like a catalyst for you to become
Right.
unhealthy and to inevitably become even the best version of yourself.
Right.
About like 10 years ago, I was in my first relationship, and it wasn't that long at all. Like, and I was just like a young nerd in love. After she broke up with me, at the time, it was the comfy love that I was talking about.
Yes.
You get comfortable.
Yes, dude.
You're like, okay, I secured the girl.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't have to work as hard now.
I don't have to work as hard. She
Yeah.
loved me for me because she started dating me when I was fat.
Yeah.
So it's fine if I get a little fluffier.
Yes.
So
yes.
like, at my peak, I remember going to getting a physical at Kaiser, and like they weighed you there, and it was my first time getting weighed after a long time.
no. Yeah.
And I blamed it on a breakfast burrito that I had moments before. Don't ever eat a breakfast burrito right before a physical.
man.
Makes you smell weird, and
Yeah.
it made your weigh-in sucks. But like I was there, and I was like, it's the clothes that I was wearing too. I was like wearing pretty like thick. I was wearing a jacket, okay. 255 pounds.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, like that's like if someone were to bench me, I'd be
Yeah.
like, kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
That makes my 145, 150 story not as bad.
No. But like
not look as bad.
they're to our own like to our own
Like stature and everything.
weight
right?
is just a number, right?
Yeah.
So but that number to me, I was like, okay, that's overboard.
Yeah.
That's a lot, Christian. And then she ended up breaking up with me for whatever reasons.
Yeah.
And after that, I let go for like a quick minute. And I started going to I got to shout out my homeboy Otis. He just came back from the military, saw that I was heartbroken, and he saw that I was just like just like eating my sorrows away. And he would call me every morning at 6 a.m, telling me to run for miles.
Damn, 6 a.m. though. Fuck.
So early, dude.
That's early as shit.
So early, and I would do it.
Damn,
And eventually, and like
dude.
my first motivation was like, I'm gonna do this so that she'll want me back. Because I was thinking like, it's my aesthetic. It's like I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna look good. She's gonna want me back.
Yeah.
And then I started doing it. I was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna do this. I don't want her back. I'm gonna do this so that she'll regret it.
Right.
And
And
I was like-
revenge is kind of the best motivator.
Revenge is kind
I
of sweet,
gotta
and it
tell
was a
you,
great, great motivation for X amount of pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I was like, no, I want to do this for myself.
Yeah.
I feel better. I'm breathing more healthily.
Right.
I look better. I'm doing this for myself.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And within like 3 months, I lost like 75 pounds.
Nice, dude.
I was like 180 pounds.
Nice, dude.
Insane.
Yes. Hell yeah.
What I have conflict about is once I lost all of that weight, I started getting way more attention from women. And I'm like, fuck, dude, how much do looks really matter?
They fucking do, dude.
God, and I didn't know what to do with that information. I was like, my fiance
never
upstairs,
had this before.
she made the first move on me.
Oh, dude, I've been in I've been in that position once.
How so?
It's the last relationship that I had, which lasted 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna marry this girl, man.
I was at 7
I
years.
really did. And there's a part of me getting sappy. There's a part of me that kind of wishes it would have worked out, man.
Yeah.
I really do. You know what I mean? I really do. Yeah, 7 years. God damn. All right, now I'm just reminiscing. What were we talking about?
No, from that, we could expand, not too deeply, but like, I'm sure from that.
About the approaching. That's what she approached me. That's
Yes.
what I was just gonna relate to you in that. Yeah, that was the first time.
So
that
she approached you first.
she approached me.
What was that situation like with like you?
It was actually at my dispensary. We hired her sister to be in the front as a man. What is the term? It's not secretary. I'm drawing a blank. That's how long it's been.
Hostess.
I told you. We
I
don't
don't know.
have. We
That's
don't
a
have them
restaurant.
anymore. I told you we don't have them anymore.
Don't know what it is.
The IRS. We don't have them.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
What's it called? We called it the box. It's like the front. It's like a secretary, but it's not called a secretary at dispensaries. Oh, there's somebody that's
Just
watching
screaming,
that
just
knows right now.
Because I
So
don't know what it is.
It's something, but it's like a secretary. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And they check people in, they handle all the paperwork, they do all that stuff. We hired her sister, who's a twin actually, and the second day I think of her job, she was like, "Oh, I've got a twin sister,"
Crazy.
and we were all like, "What? Like that's crazy! Like what
Identical?
the hell?"
Fraternal. Okay.
But damn, they're close.
They look alike.
For being fraternal, like almost identical, dude.
Wow.
And you know, both attractive women, you know. And so she was like, "Yeah, I'll bring my sister in," like, because we had like a friendly environment too. It was a lot of friends and family. Even though it was a job, it was a lot of friends and family that worked together. So she was like, "Can I bring my sister? I'll bring my sister in." Everybody was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" You know what I mean? So she brought her sister in, and my dad texted me. I was on my way to work, and my dad was there, and he texted me, and he was like, "Her twin sister is here, and she's gorgeous. You know what I mean? She's gorgeous. You're gonna love her." And I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." You know, I was single at the time, coming off the, you know, year or two off the other relationship at the time.
Okay.
So I was like, it's all about me right now. You know what I mean? I'm not even worried about women right now. And so then went to the shop, came in, and it was just instant vibes, dude. Instant vibes. She came out of the box, the little secretary area, and I could just tell she had that moment where like mostly happens to men, you know, and I'm not bragging. I'm legitimately telling what she has told me.
Okay.
That moment where men go, "Oh shit, like wow, that woman is so attractive." You know what I mean? Like
she did that
you
to
just
you?
kind of get blown back. She did that to me, and I caught it in the moment. And I was like confused because I've never really had that before.
Like, what is that?
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, but then I did the same thing to her though too. Like, wow, this woman is gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Rom-com, yeah.
And I know, right? And she immediately goes, "Hi," and I'm not gonna say her name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she goes, "Hi, I'm such and such," and we shook hands, and just instant connection, dude. She was sitting by me the whole night, just talking and talking and talking, and just like putting herself out there. And at the end of the night, I don't even think it was the end. It was like in the middle of the night. She was just like, "Can I get your number?" Just straight out.
Oh, she straight up did it.
Just straight out, dude.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Few questions for you. Do you think it's weird that the societal expectation, let's say, just for men and women to just to narrow it down, that it's odd that the guy has to approach first? Do you think that's weird?
I think.
And should we normalize women?
100%.
Yeah, I'm
100%. I mean, 100. Because also, it's so many different reasons why I say that. I mean, one, I don't think women understand what it feels like to be us and have to like approach women. The nerves that we get. I mean, maybe not every guy gets nervous. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of nerves, even in the most confident guy. There's got to be something. But the nerves that we get, the rejection that we deal with all of our life. So like approaching a girl, I sometimes go into it thinking like, I'm probably going to get rejected. You know what I mean? Because I get rejected so much. And then especially in this world we live in now where it's like a social media world, women are getting hit up 24/7.
It's tough,
So it's even harder now. And the way that it feels, I don't think women know, and we probably don't know a lot of their perspectives as well. It goes both ways. But I don't think women know what it feels like to be on the other side. It feels good for us. We don't get thousands of compliments all day long.
Oh, it's so special.
It is.
Like,
it's amazing.
I'm like completely secure since I've been in a relationship for, I'm engaged now and all that stuff. And
Nice.
I don't need it.
Right.
But the insecure performer, podcaster side of me appreciates every single compliment.
Right.
Because it's few and far between.
Yes. Even when I'm in a relationship, I got to tell you, even when I'm in a relationship, and maybe this is not everybody, but I still kind of feel like in my relationships, I was definitely complimenting my girlfriend a lot more than she was complimenting me. Just if you weigh it out.
Okay.
I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But even in my relationships, when I would get compliments, even if I've been with that person for a while, it still feels special as a man to me. But being outside of a relationship, for certain, you're not getting all the things that you're getting in a relationship every day. So when you get a woman that gives you a compliment or that approaches you, like you said, it's special. It feels amazing. I'm not going to lie. I think about it all day.
Wow.
Like if I get a compliment, I'm like, oh man, like it'll pop in my head early. Oh, that girl, dude. You know what
Go
I mean?
to sleep with that thought.
Yeah, man. Like, damn, she said I had, whatever the case may be, beautiful eyes, or she liked the beard, or I don't know. I'm
What
just
is
thinking
the
random things.
number one compliment that you?
It's the eyes for me.
It's the
Yeah,
eyes.
I have colored eyes.
Ah,
It's the
lucky
eyes.
you.
Yeah.
So
It's the
upset.
eyes. I used the beard and the eyes, and then I was like, yeah, or or whatever. But those are the two things that I get.
I never get compliments on my eyes.
No?
I think I look like
Why
Ditto.
not?
I look like Ditto from Pokemon.
No
Without glasses,
way, dude.
like without glasses.
You're an attractive dude, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've
No,
worked
like, for
on other
real.
features.
I've worked hard. I've been in the mirror. I'm sculpting my own face. Like, no, yeah, I get the eyes and the beard. What would you get?
I get my smile a lot.
I see that.
and I'm confident about my smile.
see that.
I'm a happy guy.
That's one thing I'm
jolly.
not confident about.
Well, we were just talking
We were
about the
talking about
beginning of the
yeah.
episode. No, I
Yeah.
think like
I'm not confident.
I
about
think
that.
you're overthinking that. What about
Yeah.
the smile? Is it the objective teeth?
Well,
and like,
I have an overbite, so that's a big part of it. I have an overbite that was semi-corrected when I was a kid. Back I had to wear the whole headgear thing. Have you guys ever seen that?
Whoa.
I say you guys because the cameras can't see that there's somebody else.
Oh
here.
yeah,
I
we
don't
got
know.
Cole Hoffberg.
Yeah, I didn't know if
buddy
he
here.
wanted to mention it or not.
I don't
if
know.
he
It's
wanted
up-
to be mentioned either.
He's a confidential human.
Yeah. he's sitting here.
I
so.
don't know.
I had the headgear. Have you guys ever seen that? Were you like old school?
I've seen it on like
now everything's like
TV.
Invisalign, so I don't know if
Yeah.
they even have that anymore. But in I guess was it the 90s? Did I have braces in the 90s or was it early 2000s? I don't even remember. No, it had to be late 90s. But anyway, I had the headgear. It was still old school where it straps.
Yeah.
Like they had this like thing that go into your molars, I believe.
Whoa.
That's the back, right?
Yeah.
The molars, and it goes into the molars, and then like this piece of metal, and then you slide it into your molars.
What are you
and then
saying
it
to me?
straps. And then it felt like an X-Men, dude. And then it straps onto the back of your neck and it pulls your jaw forward, dude, over time.
Sounds like you're talking about a sex
It
toy, dude, or
sucked.
some
I know,
shit.
right?
Like those.
Yeah, and it went in my mouth and it was like,
Just like yeah. One more time for the camera.
and then after that, it pulls your jaw forward. You just needed to do it about 67 times every day, but it was pretty brutal, dude.
So
They
you don't
wanted
leave
me
it
to-
on. You just like
Yeah.
You leave it on.
They wanted me to wear it all day at school and everything.
to-
I never not once wore it at school.
Good. You
because
never
I was like,
not?
there's no way, dude.
Oh, okay.
I never wore
it
I
to
never
school?
wore it once at school. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
said that wrong the first time. Yeah. I never wore it at school because I kind of did get bullied a little bit throughout school. Not a little bit. I got bullied. Why am I sugarcoating it? Like, I got bullied, dude. And so wearing the headgear was like, oh, come on. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to kill me out there. So I never wore it, but I wore it at home. But because I did that, it wasn't fully corrected because I didn't do what they recommended.
But it's either like your teeth placement or your societal reputation.
Yeah,
in the social
Yeah.
hierarchy.
Yeah, dude. Right. It's everything for me, man. It's now it's like the teeth are a little bit spaced. My front teeth are a little bit spaced, so I'm a little insecure about that. But it's a new development. And then the overbite is 100%. I've always been a little like I want to fix that, but it's
Yeah.
expensive, you know. And I want to fix that, but like whatever. This is just my life, you know. Love yourself. It is what it is.
Yes.
Until I started doing podcasting and skits and everything and seeing myself like cameras from certain angles. And I can tell, like, even my brother and like other friends are like, I never even have noticed, dude.
I think cameras, the way they perceive some people is different than
Right.
the human optics, I would
Yes.
say.
Yes.
Because like there are certain angles that I see of pictures of me where I'm like, dude, is my face that flat? Is it? And like it is.
Yeah.
It truly, I will
Yeah.
take my straight palm, I will give a profile,
Yeah.
and it could I could easily, there's no bridge
Yeah.
here. I have
Everybody
soft
has
it's
their
just,
thing. See, I would have never picked up on that though.
Yeah.
I would have never paid attention
I mean,
because I'm not looking for it though either.
that's true.
You as a person, you notice it, and then now you are possibly looking for it. And every time that, because I know I am. Maybe not every time. You know what I mean? But there's sometimes, because like I said, my podcast I have the main cam, which is just facing me, front facing, and I have my second cam that's a little bit off to the side, but it's not fully side. It's a little bit more diagonal,
it's like a
so it doesn't
45.
really bother me. But skits, when I'm doing skits and I'm acting and stuff and I'm getting different angles, and especially if it's a more side angle, I can fucking tell, dude, that my jaw is more back than it should be, and it bugs the living shit out of me, man. So much that last month I went to the dentist and got a quote to fix my overbite.
And was it a crazy amount?
Actually, it wasn't as much as I thought it was because I went to man, I don't remember what they're called. My brother recommended it because he wants to get the gap in his teeth fixed. He has a gap in his front teeth. Dude, my teeth, horrible as a kid, right? My brother, perfect.
Really?
Perfect. What the you know, like, what? The only thing he has is a gap in his front teeth.
And that's it. And that's kind of like very European of him.
Yeah, he says that women tell him that they love it.
Yeah.
They love it. But he's kind of like questioning it. And he's like, I don't know.
He wants to close it up?
He wants to close it up, yeah.
Whoa.
But women are always like, no, leave it. Leave it. It's like, it's you. It's your thing.
I feel like your teeth are where they should be.
I don't know, man.
I mean, but
they're not, they're not bad.
This is a funny conversation.
It really is, dude.
Let's talk about teeth.
Because your teeth are straight as shit.
I'm doing Invisalign.
Oh, okay.
I used to have like a slight underbite.
Yeah.
Did not make my flat face anymore.
Yeah.
It did not make my flat face anymore
Any better?
appealing.
Yeah.
It just made it flatter.
Yeah.
It just gave it like a.
Yeah.
I looked like William Hung. If you remember that guy.
Oh my God, I do. I wonder how many people do that tune in now, though, you know?
I think what this conversation is turning into is that we do have our own insecurities.
Yeah.
Like at least you had a neck growing up.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
People called me Chris Chins
Oh no, dude.
at some point.
They called me a weasel because the overbite was bad, dude. So it was like back. And then my front teeth were also like a little bit more forward and bigger because before I got the braces, it pushed everything into place a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then as I got a little bit, or I guess as time went on, I aged too, they started calling me the sloth from Ice Age, man.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
The sloth
Are these your
from Ice
friends
Age.
like telling you this? Or are these just like random?
Some of it was friends. Some of it was just people like making jokes or bullying. You know what I mean? But I think Ice Age came out when I was a little bit older. I don't remember when Ice Age came out. Does anybody recall?
I'm gonna throw a number out there. 2004.
I know it was the 2000s. I don't remember, but I think we were a little bit older then. Wasn't like a kid. You know what I'm saying? Ice Age was later. So I think that was more just like people joking around, as opposed to like bullying or anything like that. You know what I mean? I think that was just more joking around. And even though they were jokes, it stuck with me though, man. Yeah. Because I was like, God damn it, I do look like that motherfucker.
Do you think you've built some thick skin from having been
100%.
bullied? You have to.
100%.
And for being like a funny guy and like you are in the entertainment industry, you have to have thick skin.
Yeah, 100%.
Like me, I do a lot of improvisational comedy, or at least I did.
Yeah.
And like to be able to like and like one of my love languages is to like tease, right?
Yeah.
And so like with that, I love it when I get teased back.
Yeah.
But I have to have thick skin or else I'll be crying all the time.
Yeah, it's all fun and games, but it's certain things they hit you because but it's because your own insecurities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like even though I know people are joking about whatever it may have been, it did stick with me though, and now I'm looking at it like shit.
Yeah.
And now I want to change it. You know what I mean? So I did, but I went to, I think it's called like Smile Now or something like that.
I think I'm familiar.
Not a sponsor, but
please do.
But it could be. But I think it's called Smile Now. My brother recommended it, and I went there, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't do any of the headgear or anything like that. We just do like the Invisalign style thing."
Solid.
And it's 2 different plans that you could do or whatever. It's like a 6-month and a 12-month one, something like that. And it was like $250 down or something, and then $89 a month for a payment plan.
That makes sense.
But I think the total was like two something, like $2,000, two something.
Okay.
Wasn't as expensive as I thought.
Yeah.
When I was a little younger, I went back and I got a quote, and it was like $5,000-6,000.
Do you think it's because it's more of like a normalized
Maybe so.
procedure now?
And because they could do it much quicker.
That's what
and
it is.
Easier, probably.
Or they figured out materials that are cheaper.
Exactly.
All that stuff.
So I'm planning on doing it. I didn't want to do it then. I just wanted to get a quote and see what it was. So I'm planning on doing it
How about
some
this?
point in time.
Well, baddies, buy some of Chazzy's merch.
Yeah, there you go.
Buy some Side Projekt merch.
Side Projekt merch. It's all you can get right now. I'm wearing the one right now. Run it up.
I do appreciate you are such a good creative because watching your episodes,
thank you.
You will shoot your own ads for your merch.
Yeah.
And it's not just like a typical like, hey, buy our shirts. It's just like
it's you are full on skit.
You are in your skits you play multiple characters. Where
shout out to Chario. That's become a thing that my people know.
Yeah, your little producer on the side.
Yeah, producer on the side.
Selling llamas.
Totally not me. He sells fucking llamas on the side.
Crazy, solid. It's so creative.
Created a whole storyline for the guy.
Love it. And it's like the in-depth, it's the amount of time that it takes for you to just go that extra mile.
Thank you, man.
To make content.
Thank you, yeah.
And I think that listeners, if there's anyone else that if there's anyone that I could plug, and like for you guys, if you guys are podcast listeners, like please listen and watch This Guy's
man.
Podcast.
I appreciate that wholeheartedly, dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude. No, this has been a good time. I think let's start wrapping it up.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how familiar you are with the show, but at the end of the episode, we typically do an improv scene.
Okay.
This, I feel like, should be pretty okay for you. You're an actor.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy. You done improv in the past before?
Not necessarily, but I improv a lot of my own shit, but I'm alone. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just imagine that, but with another person.
Yeah.
So, that's the way I like to end my episodes. So, without further ado, maybe we could the way we do this is like we could talk. The scene could be based off of like any of our previous conversations, or I could just say, "Fuck it," I'll get a random word from Mr. Cole Hoffberg in the back, and we'll just do a damn improv scene.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever you want to do.
Cole, give me a random word we can't eat. Video game addict. Give me 3 words. Okay. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, highly irrelevant. Applause. Post-edit. Hey, Chazzy?
Yeah, come in.
Hey, it's oh my God, can you turn the lights on in here?
Oh, sorry, dude. I like it dark.
Me and the guys, we're worried about you. It's been
Not this again, dude. Come on.
It's been 8 days, 6 hours since we've last got to physically see you.
We did this last week already, man. I don't want to do this.
It's bad. You've just been on your computer chair for 8 days and 6 hours. Like you've built your own kitchen inside of your room, so you don't have to leave.
I don't have. It's too much to get up and I gotta go.
Can
through
you
the hallway.
put the controller down as I'm talking to you?
Dude, right. You don't even. It's a mouse and a keyboard, by the way.
Whatever you kids want to
mouse
call
and a
it.
keyboard, dude.
Okay, hey, it's.
Have you ever been to Northrend? If you went to Northrend, do you even know what I'm talking about?
I have no clue. That's
World
not.
of
What is that?
Warcraft.
15 minutes.
You can't come
here?
in here and you can't just start talking about it if you don't know about it.
I'd rather not. I have a. Whoa, is that like? Whoa, that's a cool skin that you got there.
It's looking good.
Wait. Let me.
I didn't even buy it, dude. They just gave it to me.
I like the way this keyboard sounds. Oh my
It's
God.
amazing, dude.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Okay, all right.
They just get. As a matter of fact, the keyboard. It came from Tilted Nation.
What is you saying? This is really.
They're a sponsor on my podcast.
Cut to 8 days and 6 hours after that. We have a third friend knock. Hey, Chazzy.
Yeah, come in.
Chazzy, Christian, you guys didn't. Christian's just knocked out with a keyboard and mouse in his hand.
Hey, man. Why don't you come in? Just take
No.
a look. Just take a look.
Like, hey,
just take a look right here. Just go
me
ahead
and
and
the
sit
other
down.
guys were worried about you.
It's okay. Just take a look and sit down.
It's just like
It's like Chris Hansen. It's just come.
Okay.
Why
Oh my
don't you have
God.
a
Are
seat?
those
Why don't you
Tostitos
have a seat?
pizza rolls?
They are, dude.
Oh my! I love
They
the
are.
way this keyboard feels.
It's amazing, dude.
It's so.
Go ahead. Just rub
I
it.
love it.
Right.
What
Press
is
the
this?
space bar.
That's really. Oh my God!
press-
Is that a
Right?
dragon?
It is, dude.
Oh my-
You can write it. You just
what?
look. Yeah. Have a
No,
seat.
I can't.
Just take a seat. Go ahead.
Okay.
Just take a seat.
Oh, this
Look at-
chair.
Look at it. Right?
I'm sinking in it.
Press the mouse button. Press the first one.
Oh my!
Right?
I have
see
to
it
get.
a little bit more. You see it. A little
Cut
bit
to
more
8
now.
days and 6 hours after that. We have a Scarlett Johansson knocking at the door. Hey, Chazzy,
Yes.
it's me, Skojo.
Yes.
You know Black Widow.
Right. Yeah. I know.
Can
I
you
was
open
there.
the door? Your family's hired professional help. Hi.
This is getting crazy. This is getting a little much. You
It's,
know?
it's,
I'm a fan, by the way. Just to
thank
let
you very
know.
much. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I'm not a big crazy fanboy. I'm a calm. Fan.
All right, we don't have
Yeah.
to get
We don't
into the
have to-
details
we
of it.
don't-
It's
okay.
fine.
It's okay.
I appreciate my own work and I
I'm
do
a
it
little
for the
nervous though,
artistry.
but I'm gonna act like I'm good.
Your family hired me,
Okay.
and I'm a woman of the people, and I
Right.
decided to help those out with addiction because
Right.
I have family members that have fallen deep into World of Warcraft as well.
You're so much more
So-
soft-spoken in person. It's making me want to be very soft-spoken.
Yes, I have to preserve my voice for all the voice acting I've done.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen her with Joaquin Phoenix?
I
Purely all
haven't.
voice.
I haven't.
So
I actually
I
didn't.
have
I
to-
didn't know that
I
was
can't
you.
strain it.
I don't mean to jab in there a little
you
bit. I
negging
didn't-
me?
I didn't know that.
Are you ne-
I didn't quite. Why don't you come have a seat and take a
no,
look at
it's just
this?
oh my
Just
God,
have a
are
seat.
those Tostitos pizza rolls?
They're amazing, aren't they?
Oh
They taste-
my
Just have here.
God.
Click the mouse button. Just
no,
put
I
your
don't
hand
have
on-
to. I have
Just
to.
put your hand on it.
I have the
Just
next
go.
Avengers film to work. I
Just try.
can't.
I
it's
saw you
just like-
playing games with Chris Evans. You guys were
That
playing
was
the
for
old Game
publicity.
Boy.
Oh my God.
Just try it. Just try
That's
the keyboard.
spacebar.
Have you ever played World of Warcraft?
I've never.
It's amazing.
Is that a dragon?
You could ride this dragon.
Oh my god.
Yes. I'm single, by the way. You could ride me too.
It's just like I think I'm married to Colin Jost of
don't
the
even-
weekend update for
I
Saturday
can't
Night
even
Live.
keep up anymore.
But
I
I'm
can't even
leaving
keep-
him for you.
I knew it. It's the
I'm
it's the
leaving.
room. It's the room. It smells like pumpkin spice in here as well.
Cut to 8 days and 6 hours after that, we have. I don't fucking know, dude.
The room is just filled with people.
What's another celebrity? We have fucking George Bush. George W. Bush. Come in.
He could,
Babe. Hey, hey, Chazzy.
hey, come on in. Come on in.
It's me, George W.
I'm getting a little bit more welcoming now.
Been a few terms. Is that a space button? I love space buttons. Usually I don't make these decisions. Dick does. Okay.
Good, come in.
It's just like, is that ScarJo?
I was just gonna say that Scarlett
Wow.
Johansson is here.
All right,
It's
okay.
a full LAN party.
Okay.
It's a full LAN party. We're all playing World of Warcraft. It's amazing.
Cut to the next day. We have choppers flying outside.
George Bush is sleeping because he can't stay awake longer than about 10, 15 minutes.
George Bush's security team is worried because he's been gone.
He takes naps every 10 to
For that
15
long.
minutes.
Chazzy, if you would please exit the vicinity of your home with your hands up. With your hands
I
up.
don't think I could do it.
Please
I don't think I could do
deliver America's sweetheart, aka ScarJo,
Are you gonna come with me?
back to. I'm sleeping.
She's not coming with me.
So many pizza rolls.
Are you coming? He's not coming with me. I'll tell them. I'll go out. I'm coming.
All right.
Okay?
Chazzy, we are under the impression that you have held 5 or 6 American celebrities
Okay.
within your apartment.
Okay.
Now, if you would deliver them safely, we could work out a deal with you.
Okay. I just have one. I just a couple things to say. One,
What?
we're in a raid right now, so I've got about maybe 15 more seconds before I've got to go back inside. And why don't you just come in and have a seat?
The entire
Why
SWAT
don't you
team?
just come in and have a seat?
The entire SWAT?
Just come on in.
I have
Everybody can
15
pile in.
armed men.
Just look at put the guns down.
I have 15.
cut.
Is that a
Come-
space
just
bar?
press put
Is
your
that
hand on
from
the keyboard.
Tilted Nation?
Just
Stop.
stand on the keyboard.
Oh my God, this chair.
Just one.
Guys, it's
okay.
safe to
It's
calm
amazing.
down.
It's amazing.
Great here.
Have you ever played World of Warcraft?
I've never.
Today's the day. You could ride this dragon.
And seen. Beautiful. Beautiful. I would love to see that actually happen.
That would actually be an amazing skit to pull off. Because World of Warcraft gamers would probably laugh their ass off and be like, that is exactly how it is.
Yeah, they're just like, no, I can't get into WoW.
Yeah,
I
and
can't
then,
get into
oh my
WoW.
God.
They're just trying like, oh my God, this is amazing. Incredible job. That was really
man,
funny.
That was fun, dude.
This episode has been incredible. It is so fun. But I do have to let you.
Yeah.
You got other things to do. You drove 2 hours to get here, and yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I
been
appreciate you
amazing,
coming.
man.
Real quick.
I thank you, dude, for having me.
Thank you. If
100%.
plug everything that you have.
Yeah.
In your camera.
Yeah. Well, Chazzy, the Chazosaurus Rex. When you tune into my my podcast, that'll make a lot more sense. And anything that you're looking for, everything you're looking for is Side Projekt Podcast, Project with a K. That's on Instagram. That's on Spotify. That's on YouTube. That's everywhere. Videos are available on YouTube and Spotify as well. And if you want to follow me on my personal, if that's your thing, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy on Instagram. And like I said, Side Projekt Podcast, Project with a K on everything. Episodes are bi-weekly and they come out on Mondays.
Beautiful. The way your podcast voice is probably my favorite. The way you start off your episodes, the way you
crazy.
introduce your guests.
The same thing about you. I'm not
Thank
even
you.
kidding. You have that voice, man.
I try.
You have that voice. And you have this like I know we're trying to wrap up, but you have this like I said to you earlier off camera, like you're like the way I like to describe it is like the podcaster's podcast. Like you are a podcaster's podcast. Like you are the perfect host when you have guests. And then even when you don't, like the way that you guys just have your conversations, even Alejandro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way you guys go off of each other, just the conversations. Sometimes they're up here, sometimes they're more calm. It's just, but no matter what it is, it's entertaining. It's
you.
easy listening. It's
Thank
easy
you.
watching, and it's fun. It's fun.
dude.
And like the ability to have a variety of topics. Your guys' conversations, you're able to kind of go anywhere and talk about anything.
That means the world.
And that's amazing.
That means the absolute world.
Yes. And
this is why we do this stuff.
Yes.
Dude,
And
thank you so much.
The quality.
Trying. Baddies, you could follow me at Christian Has Asthma on Instagram. Follow the podcast at ICBTB Podcast. Follow us on TikTok at ICBTB Podcast. Buy some merch at ICBTB.com. Follow Alejandro at call_me-Jesus. Harass him, DM him. I don't care. Send a dick pic. But this has been a San Diego edition of Highly Irrelevant. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. This was fucking fun.
I had an amazing time, dude.
Real quick before we sign off, look into your camera and leave the baddies with a phrase, an anecdote, and that's how we'll end the episode.
Listen, if you're not running it up, I don't know what you're doing.
Fucking perfect. See you guys. Bye.
Can't be that bad, oh.